Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So I got a video for you today about a topic that a bunch of you have been asking about. I've done some videos in the past about basically raising your set point, I think. See, it's amazing. I've got like 900 videos and I can remember them. But you know, whatever. It's just my natural talent. But I did a video on raising your set point, which is basically about, you know, being around people. And I talked about in that video about how since I started hanging around some of the fitness YouTubers, it increased my fitness level, and you've seen that through my YouTube videos, of course. And I also did a video about like your peer group, like raising your peer group. This one was actually kind of not popular for some people because they were a little bit upset that I was telling them to basically ditch their friends and their family sometimes. But you know, if you want to, if you want to rise higher, you got to stop. What was it? If you want to fly with the eagles, you got to stop hanging around with the ducks. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. So the reason why I'm making this video here is because if you notice, I'm in a hotel room again. I'm not in Vegas this time. I am in Austin, Texas, and I am here for SumoCon. So some of you might be familiar with SumoCon or AppSumo, which is a company that was started by Noah Kagan, who, in fact, let's give them some free love. Let's go to AppSumo here. We'll put a link here for AppSumo. Why not? Because they're pretty awesome. So I came to this conference, and what I want to talk about is why I came to this particular conference, and kind of something that you can do yourself if you're having trouble with, and this is the reason why I linked to those two videos, with getting a peer group, getting people around you, right? Because I think a lot of you complained, even after I did that second video, you're like, well, look, John, I get what you're saying. I'm the average of the 5 people that I hang around most. I need to raise my peer group in order to raise my set point. I want to do all that stuff, but you still didn't tell me how. And so now I'm going to tell you how. And how is that you go and you find events, you find conferences, you find meetup groups, you find places where your people, right? You know, one of the things when people ask me why I came here is that because these are my people, right? There's internet marketers here. There are people, entrepreneurs running businesses here. There are people who are like-minded and who are interested in the same things and who are actually further along in their businesses than I am, who are in some ways that I can learn from, right? And that I want to be around. I want to have that peer group, and I don't always have that peer group, right? I've told you that a lot of my peer group is books, right? Because I don't, you know, just like you, right? Maybe you're in a cubicle and you've got a lot of developers that don't have the same kind of mindset. I mean, if you're watching these videos, you are superior, right? In some way, like in mindset, you want to actually make something out of your life and out of yourself, and a lot of people don't. So here's the thing, right? So I understand that, right? So that doesn't mean that you have to, by chance, like, it doesn't mean that you're like walk down the street and be like, hey, do you like personal development? do you want to go to the gym with me? Like, you know, all these things. Instead, you can actually go and find those people. And how do you find them? Well, that's why I'm here. Like I said, at SumoCon is one of the things that you can do that's really easy is you can look for conferences. Look for, and I'll give you an idea here, right? You know, developer conferences are expensive, but other conferences maybe are not so expensive, right? This conference was only $500. There's a couple hundred people. It's a small conference, so I get to meet a lot of people here. In fact, you know, cameraman here today is Josh Earl, who is my business partner at Simple Programmer, right? So he's here, right? And you know, we get to meet up, but I think it's really important, right, to think about this, to figure out who do you want your peer group to be, and how can you find them? Where are they already at? Instead of you trying to randomly collect friends and 5 people around you through your network that think like you, figure it out. And that might not be a conference, right? It doesn't have to be a conference. It could just be meetup groups. You could go and you could find meetup groups. You can, you know, go and attend those meetup groups for things other than software development if you're interested, right? Entrepreneurship. What is the thing, right? I guarantee you, whatever you're interested in, that you can find some group of people. So I didn't really think of this that much at the time. I kind of have been doing this naturally, and then it occurred to me while I was here in SumoCom, because everyone asks, why are you here? And a lot of times when I say, well, because I want to hang out with my peoples, they say, no, really, what are you trying to learn? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I got plenty of stuff to do. I want to pick up information. I want to learn. Sure, that's fine. But the primary reason why I'm here is because I want to be around my peer group. I want them to raise my set point. I want to reach the next level. I want to become enthusiastic. I want to hang around the people that think like me, that have the same desires, the same motives as me, that want to achieve, right, like me, and that are basically close to my level at least, right? Not so high above, not so below. And so anyway, I thought you might find that valuable if you are looking to raise your own set point. Do me a favor here. This is a way that you can raise your set point, because I'll tell you a group of people that you want to hang around with, and that's the people who click this subscribe button here. That's the people that's going to raise your set point. I'm telling you, because these are like-minded people. Now, the comments below maybe sometimes don't bring out the best in people, but if you subscribe and you're watching these videos, you'll be with a bunch of like-minded people that also want to improve themselves, because that's what this challenge is about. So anyway, hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you again. Take care.